Hello and welcome to La Liga Loca Africa, a show where we chat news and insights, the best of Spanish football, all through an African lens. Great to have you with us today. We have a fantastic show lined up. Here's what you can look forward to. On this episode, we discuss the latest in La Liga news, interview La Liga and Nigeria legend Finidi George, and we have our quiz giveaway. Stay tuned to La Liga Loca, your best of Spanish football in Africa. Kicking things off on the first episode of La Liga Loca Africa, we're about to chat the new La Liga season, big matchups to look out for, as well as big name players. Ahead of this season, we're also looking at what is the connection between La Liga and Africa. What gives it that African flavor? To do that, I'm joined now by Mbulelo Tinta. He's a podcaster and former academy player for Tottenham Hotspur and CSKA Moscow, and a man in the far corner who's pretty well known, I think, to Spanish journalists because he was the head of media at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, which of course Spain went on to win. He's also a football journalist. That's Jermaine Craig. So after that introduction, let me start with you, Jermaine. We're just into it. It's pretty new into the season, but already everyone's eyes are focused on May. Who is going to win La Liga?
Look, Jules, it's so fantastic to see this African connection that is definitely a huge part of La Liga this season. You know, some great big players who have joined the big teams. I loved seeing Frank Kessie coming from a title-winning season to AC Milan to come and play for Barcelona. You know, some huge players, great African connections. I know the French have claimed Eduardo Camavinga these days, but you know, great interest in goal in La Liga as well. So great to see him at Madrid as well. So look, it's going to be difficult to dislodge those front two, of course, you know, Julia, but I love Real Betis. You know, they've started the season well. I love seeing them win the Copa del Rey last season, and they're going to be up there. You know, it's going to be difficult for the other teams to challenge and dislodge Madrid and Barca, but it's going to be a good season.
I think Madrid are big favourites as far as the bookmakers are concerned. They haven't retained a La Liga trophy in 32 years, but for some reason, people are thinking this might be the season. And
I'd have to agree, Julia. I'd have to agree because if anything, they've upgraded in midfield. You know, everybody goes, I mean, a legend in Casemiro being lost. I think with the arrival of Tchouaméni, they've upgraded in that department with Valverde, so they've got that dynamism. And Karim Benzema is the guy right now. And Lewandowski I like at Barcelona, but I don't think that Barcelona system and what Xavi is trying to do now is going to carry for him, especially as that 9 up front. So I think what they've got at Real Madrid this season, unstoppable. Unstoppable, 2 for every position. Just for me, Los Merengues all the way.
Atletico Madrid, who by the way are third favourites. I think they're 6-1 to win La Liga this time around. They finished 15 points behind their city rivals. For me, watching them play, I don't think the balance of that attack has really been it.
You know, it's an interesting one because people just think money will help. You know, the whole identity is built around Diego Simeone. If you think of the club and where they were before he came, is that when money comes, you want to start playing that pretty football. But we know what he wants to do. João Felix is actually in a bit of a cage there because he wants to play in an open team. So the money's brought more problems than solutions, I think, because you bring in a guy like Lamar, right? You come in, they don't really know what to do with him. They're kind of looking to shift him on because he doesn't really want to sit tight in a back 5 or a back 8 essentially as they play. So it's money does, you know, more money, more problems, as they say. It's been like that for Atletico Madrid for me.
Yes, the song goes. They are more money, more problems. They are third, though, in terms of being favourites. How do you rate their chances this season?
Look, I love Madrid. We all do, you know. Quinton Fortune was the first South African to play in La Liga, and he was a part of that Madrid double-winning team with El Cholo as captain. You know, so we love Atletico from that period already. We all love just that style of football. Suarez, of course, leaving them this season, so they don't have that punch up front. But what about Real Betis, guys? Can they actually put together a title-winning season? I say yes because of Manuel Pellegrini.
Yeah.
This is a coach who knows how to win a league title. This is the guy who started this Manchester City era we see in England. But this is a guy who knows how to win. They're coming off the back of having won Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to be tough. And I love the fact that Joaquin is still playing for Real Betis. The man made his debut as an 18, 19-year-old teenager, and turning 41 this year, Joaquin is still there, the DNA of Real Betis.
So here's my question to you, is what do you do about the Frenkie de Jong situation? because that makes things uncomfortable for a transitioning manager. The last thing Xavi needs to hear is my star midfielder wants to be somewhere else, and you know.
I think I'm hoping, it's always difficult. This transfer window season is always difficult as well.
Yeah.
But I think Frankie de Jong is just a world-class player. And you've seen in a player like Tony Kroos, a German or a Dutch player, even a league like Spain, you just need sometimes that German-Dutch influence just to steady things. They bring a little bit of class and quality. So for me, I'm hoping Frankie de Jong just, let's leave all the rumors of going anywhere. He must just go and just be a Barca legend that he can be.
Okay, let's flip the script. We've gone from top of the table now, come May, and we'll remind you of these predictions in May. What about relegation? Who is dropping out of La Liga come the end of the season? And I'll tell you what the numbers say, what the predictions are. The three teams that were promoted are going straight back down. Almeria, who won the second division, they are one of the favorites to be relegated. So are Valladolid and Girona.
That's a pretty solid 3 for me because, sometimes we look at La Liga and we just look at the top. It's such a strong league going all the way down, but sometimes we don't connect with that. It's a tough place. It's a hot place to handle to stay in this league because unlike many other leagues, La Liga demands 2 things, right? Technical ability, but you've also got to have a squad to last. It is such a demanding league. It's back to back with the cup competitions. I'd have to say, I don't know if they've spent enough to stay up.
And in the World Cup year, let's not forget that because the season is planned out in a way that it's so congested, and then we have that big gap in the middle. It's unlike anything we've seen before, and we might see some strange things happening.
Undoubtedly, Julia. I think Cadiz also probably going to be challenging, unfortunately, for that bottom 3. I love Cadiz. South Africans love Cadiz. They love on social media to actually celebrate South African big days. There's a club, Cadiz. Clyde Flo, one of our journalist colleagues at Supersport, he loves Cadiz because of that engagement with South African fans. Yeah. But Cadiz are going to struggle. Cadiz are going to have a long, long season. Valladolid, there's no way they're going to be relegated. No team owned by the real Ronaldo. Nazario, he's the majority shareholder of Valladolid. No team owned by Ronaldo surely can be relegated from a La Liga.
I'm so glad you said that. He is the real Ronaldo, and the young kids need to respect that.
The Clásicos are 2 big matches to look out for in any La Liga season. But what else should we be watching? What are you looking forward to?
Look, Jules, being purely parochial, African interest in La Liga. I must give credit to La Liga for actually coming into the continent deliberately. Opening up Betis, for instance, some of the clubs, they are doing really well, but they've got an academy in Zimbabwe. Espanyol have just opened up an academy in Johannesburg as well. La Liga works in Angola with Petro. They work in Tanzania with Yanga. They've just signed a deal with Zanaco in Zambia. So I love the way that these La Liga clubs have actually set roots here. And it's given us more interest. We've seen a lot of big clubs around the world poaching African players, but I'm loving seeing just the African interest.
Okay, let me get you off the fence there because you're talking around it. I want to know what games you are looking forward to this season, besides the Clásico.
Some of the lesser-known derbies are probably going to be the big ones to look out for as well.
I mean, there's a Madrid derby also, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, that's huge. But I want the one where they're going to have to bring boxing gloves for the managers, actually, because there's a guy who's called Gennaro Gattuso, who now is the Valencia manager, as they say over there. When they play Atletico Madrid this year, I cannot wait to see him and Diego Simeone. We often think about the players, but just think of those 2. They both pit bulls on the side. That's the one I'm looking forward to. 2 huge clubs and those managers. So for me, that's the one I really can't wait to see. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Sticking with the theme of African players in La Liga now, or moving across to it actually, and games we're looking forward to, Athletic Club. Iñaki Williams, you mentioned him already, just recently has decided that he will represent Ghana on the international stage. That is absolutely massive. So let's talk about him and maybe some other African players in La Liga.
Now, Jules, it's great to see. It's always a contentious subject. We know. We want our African origin players playing for the national teams of Africa. It's great to see that Iñaki has pledged his allegiance to Ghana. But for me, yes, some of the other we mentioned Frank Kessie as well. Great to see a big Ivorian player in the league again.
And coming as a champion of Italy, with the Milan side that broke a drought after over a decade.
I mean, there's Umar Sadiq as well, the Nigerian as well. That's going to be a good player to look out for this season as well. And I think we mentioned a couple of, Kondogbia again as well.
Superb player.
So many great. And I think that Madrid team as well. You know, Kamavinga, I still look at him as Angolan. You know, I still look at him, the story, Angolan, born here, Congolese parents, you know, I think playing for Real Madrid. And I think he might be one of the young players of the world players of the year this year.
Well, we also have Bono, who is Moroccan, Yassine Bounou, Moroccan goalkeeper, plays for Sevilla. He was the La Liga Africa MVP last season, so instrumental. Instrumental for Morocco as well at the Africa Cup of Nations.
Massive character. I mean, I think we all remember him from our AFCON watches. That I love. The keeper's always the crazy guys, right? I love how insane he is, because he's got Hakimi to deal with at right back, who's a massive superstar, obviously. You need a mental keeper. So he's a fantastic keeper as well.
Virtual Sevilla, yes, it's great to see that Moroccan influence in Sevilla as well. And they've led them in crucial roles. You know, I think Bono was he won the goalkeeper of the season at La Liga, ahead of Ter Stegen, ahead of Thibaut Courtois. So I think that Moroccan influence at Sevilla has been great to see. It's also every part of the continent has different little interesting pockets of support for certain teams. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that this season.
Was he the goalkeeper with the notes on the water bottle? Yeah, that's my guy.
Nah, look, Bafana, we don't remember that Moroccan qualifiers too fondly. Yeah, he was bloody good against us, yeah.
It's been great chatting about La Liga and its African flavor with you, Mbulelo and Jermaine. Before we let you go, there's a trophy over my shoulder here. Come May, only one team's going to lift it. Who's that team going to be?
It's Los Blancos, and I don't even want to hear it.
It's going to be Real Betis Balompié. Joaquin, 96th minute winner in his final game for Real Betis. At 41 years old, he's going to win the league for Real Betis.
And that's your final answer?
That's it.
What a romantic.
All right, well, we'll be either here to banter you or to give you your gold star at the end of the season. Thank you so much to Jermaine Craig and Mbulelo Tinta. Next up, we are talking to a legend of La Liga and Nigeria, Finidi George. Finidi George, welcome to La Liga Loca Africa. It's an honor to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You joined Real Betis in 1996 after winning the UEFA Champions League with Ajax Amsterdam under Louis van Gaal. Real Madrid were interested in you at the time. I'd love to hear how you ended up at Betis instead of Madrid.
After our last game against the Champions League finals where we lost, the coach got angry and told me outrightly that I was not going to play, even if I stay at Ajax. So at that point in time, Real Madrid they wanted to sign me, but I think at that point in time they didn't have the money that they have today. So at that point in time, Real Betis came and I had to go.
So in that season, Betis reached the final of the Copa del Rey, and they were playing against an amazing Barcelona side. You scored in the final, but Barca went on to win the cup. Was that one of the biggest games you ever played in, and what else do you remember about that final?
It was a very big game, Betis against Barcelona. Yeah, we did all we could to win that game, but it was not possible. I think Barcelona had that edge, the experience, and they won it. I think it's one of the biggest games, I will not say in my career, but in my time in Spain.
In your 4 seasons at Real Betis, you scored 38 goals in 130 games, becoming a real legend of the club. Please reflect on your time in La Liga and what, in your opinion, makes this league so special.
Yeah, first season I think it was spectacular. Yeah, scoring first goal in my debut, which made things much more easier for me because when you score a goal, that gives you a little bit of motivation.
I'm sure you still keep a very close eye on Real Betis these days. What was your reaction to that emotional Copa del Rey triumph last season?
I heard that the team played so well and they won it, so and Betis has won it, I think maybe 5 times. So it's been a good achievement for the club And I'm happy for the guys that made it possible for Betis to have won it. So it's a great honor to have played in Betis.
So other than the big two, Barcelona and Real Madrid, which clubs and players should fans of La Liga keep a close eye on this season?
Betis is on the rising. Sevilla is also doing well. So both teams in the city, I think, are doing well. I think they're going to improve from what they did last season. And yeah, for the big teams, we all know what they can do. Atletico de Madrid, Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Lastly, do you have any special message for African fans of La Liga, encouraging them to share your love of the Spanish top flight?
It was a great season, and I think the fans should put eyes on teams in La Liga. La Liga is a very big, if not the biggest league in Europe, moment in the world.
Finidi George, you're an icon of La Liga and an icon here in Africa. Thank you so much for your time. It's been great having you with us on La Liga Loca Africa.
Thank you for having me, and hope to talk to you some other time.
Next up on La Liga Loca Africa, we have our La Liga Quiz. This is the prize on offer, the brand new 22-23 season La Liga Santander ball. And one of these two gentlemen, who just both happen to be Real Madrid fans, are going to be walking away with this fantastic prize. Whoever gets the most answers correct in our La Liga quiz. So I've got 5 questions here for you, and whoever gets the most correct, as I mentioned, but we also, in case you're even, we've got some tiebreaker questions as well. They range from easy to really difficult. And because you look really nervous, I'm going to rub it in. Why don't you tell us your name and where you're from?
My name's Paul. I'm here from Joburg. Been supporting Madrid since I think about 2003.
My name is Mo. I'm also a Madrid fan, and I'm looking forward to winning this.
Let me tell you how we're going to do this. I'm going to ask the question. If you know the answer, shout your name. Ready? Can we have a handshake first for some fairness?
Awesome.
That is so cute. Good luck. Meanwhile, he already said he's going to win the ball. In what year was La Liga formed?
Mo, 1929.
What was your answer going to be?
It was 1920.
Oh, and he is correct.
Yeah.
1 point to Mo. Which company is the current main sponsor of La Liga?
Mo.
Santander.
It's 1-1.
Give him an assist there.
Who is the only African footballer to win the Pachichi, the La Liga Golden Boot?
Mo. Senor Eto'o.
Hey, it's 2-1. It's 2-1. Who is the most expensive signing in La Liga history?
Oh gosh.
João Felix.
Osman Dembele.
Do you want to have another go? One more go. This is FIFA fair play right here.
Yeah, I'll give it one more shot.
Okay.
Coutinho.
Amount?
I think it was 120.
Close enough. What's the score now? 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, in the lead.
Yeah.
That gap at the top is just looking insurmountable now. We're in the 90th minute. This is it. Final question. How many teams make up La Liga?
Mo. 20.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
we have a winner. It's Mo. We need some crowd noise. It's some crowd noise. Mo, you are the champion. Shall we have one more?
No. Well done.
And here is your prize. You may claim it. All right, Mo, I hope you enjoy your official 22-23 season La Liga Santander ball. Congrats once again to our La Liga quiz winner, Mo. I've not seen anyone look that smug in a long time. Tough luck to you, Paul, but good luck to Real Madrid this season. Thank you to all of you for watching La Liga Loca Africa, the best of African insights into the best Spanish football has to offer. Don't forget to go to our social media pages, leave your comments, because we do love hearing from you. That's all we have for you today. We'll see you next time on La Liga Loca Africa.